right, grade 3. So today we're going to look at multiplication as adding. So repeated adding. It's one of the strategies for looking at it. So here I've got some Unifix cubes. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of Unifix cubes. And in each set, there is 1, 2, 3 blocks. So if we were going to look at this as repeated addition, we would say, okay, so there's 3 reds plus 3 blues plus 3 orange plus 3 yellows plus 3 greens. And then we would add them all up to see what they equal. So 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 3 more, 9. 9 plus 3 more, 12. 12 plus 3 more, 15. So our answer is 15 if we were adding it in a repeated addition where each one is the same number being added. So we took the number 3 and we added it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times because there's 5 sets. If I was to look at this as a multiplication question, I would say we took the number 3 and we multiply it by 5, and that equals 15. Okay. All right, so we're going to be working in our textbook today, and I took a picture of the 2 pages that we're going to work on. And I mean, the math is a little bit much today, which is why your LA was easy. It was just the cursive writing. In math, you're going to be looking at page 274. I'm just gonna adjust my camera a bit so we're a little bit higher for this. Okay, so math, we're going to be looking at page 274. You're going to have to record your answers just like last time in that orange coiled book, that graphing book. If you can't find it, then you'll just have to use some paper, but don't lose it. Keep it all together so that later when we go to assess you for your report card, you have all your work in one spot, okay? So hopefully you do have your coiled book and you can work in there. So open it up to a new page, write page 274 at the top, write today's date, and start taking a look at it. So question 1 is showing the repeated addition. It says, show each repeated addition using snap cubes. Well, these are the snap cubes. Now, you likely don't have snap cubes at home, but maybe you have something else at home that you can use to put together to make these number sentences. If you don't worry about it, but it is good to work with manipulatives. Write a multiplication sentence for each addition sentence. So the first one is 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 4. So it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4 groups. And how many is in each group? 1. So for this one, we would simply say, we've got 4 groups, and in each group, there's 1. When we add it all up, 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 4. 4 times 1 is 4. Now, I probably shouldn't be writing in a textbook, but you're going to be writing in your coiled book. Okay, so that's just one example. Okay, question 2. Write an addition sentence for each multiplication sentence. Draw a picture to show the result. So really, you're going to write something like this for these guys down here. So 2 times 3 equals 6. You can go either way. You can say that you're going to have 2 groups with 3. No, I'll do it on here. So you could say 3 plus 3, well, that equals 6. Or you can look at it as 3 groups of 2. And you could say 2 plus 2 plus 2. That equals 6. So either way is correct for when you're answering that question right there. You get to decide. Question 3, they've got some pictures here. For each picture, write an addition sentence and a multiplication sentence. So how many tickets do the children need? You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 children, And the sign says 3 tickets each. So each kid is going to need 3 tickets. This kid's going to need 3 tickets. This kid needs 3 tickets. This kid needs 3. And this kid needs 3. That's how I can figure out my addition sentence. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals, what does that equal? And then look at it as a multiplication sentence. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 kids. So we'd write 4. I've got to get that on here. I'd write 4 times each kid needed 3 tickets times 3, and that's going to equal the same answer that I get here. Okay, and then you'll take a look at how many toys fit on the shelf. Well, we can tell 1, 2, 3, 4 fit on each shelf, and then you have to use your imagination to figure out how many would continue to fill in on that shelf, and then make a multiplication sentence for it. Question 4, Ken says you cannot use repeated addition for 1 times 5. Do you agree with this? Use words or pictures or numbers to explain. So you kind of try to figure out, can you make a repeated addition question for that? Question 5, Carla made a bead necklace to sell at the craft fair. She used 4 sets of beads like this. So this is the picture that they're referring to. How many beads did Carla use? So you're going to have to come up with an addition sentence and then also turn it into a multiplication sentence to figure out how many beads Carla used. Okay, then on the next page, 275, you've got page 6. Sia read the same number of books each school day this week. How many books did she read in all if she read A, 1 book each day? And you have to remember that they're talking about a school week, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so only 5 days. So if she reads 1 book each day, 1 book on Monday, 1 book on Tuesday, 1 book on Wednesday, 1 book on Thursday, 1 book on Friday, that's your repeated addition. You're going to say, okay, 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then make the multiplication sentence for it. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups times 1 in each group, and that equals 5. And you just go ahead and answer for B, C, D, and E. And then asks, what patterns do you notice? You're going to notice a pattern each time, because each time it's just increasing by 1 more. So you'll notice a pattern as you do these repeated addition and multiplication sentences. Next, they're showing a number line. Write an addition sentence and a multiplication sentence for each number line. So pretty straightforward, 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. I mean, they've written it for you pretty much. And then turn it into a multiplication sentence. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 groups with 3 in each group. Okay, question 8. Karen and 3 of her friends are hoop dancers. Each dancer uses 5 hoops for a special dance. How many hoops are used in all? Show your answer using pictures, words, or numbers. You know what? I'd probably start just by drawing pictures. It's so much more easier to think of this in pictures. And then create an addition sentence and a multiplication sentence for it. Question 9, create a story problem for each question. Well, now you get to make the story problem. So just like they did up here with Karen and her friends and the hoops, you create a story for this one. So 3 times 3. Maybe you could draw, I mean, you don't have to go crazy with the story, but you could just draw it. So draw the Easter eggs with the chocolates inside, or draw the cookies with the chocolate chips on top. So do it for the multiplication ones, do it for the addition ones. Just be careful of the signs. Are they adding or are they multiplying, so that you get your pictures correct? And question 10, draw a picture for each question, write the number sentence for each, How are the two number sentences the same? How are they different? So add 4 and 5. So they're just simply saying take 4 plus 5 equals, you figure that out. But then they say multiply 4 and 5. So you're going to take 4 times 5 equals. Look at the answers. Draw pictures of it if you need to so you can get a really good idea of what it looks like. What do you notice? What's the same about them? What's different about the outcomes? Okay, so just some math to think about. All right, when you're all done, take a picture of your math book today. I would like to see it, and hand it in, and then press the turn in button. All right, good luck. Have a great Friday, have a great weekend, and we'll chat on Monday, because Monday we're going to Zoom for Felicity's birthday.